5 years, and technically 10 days ago, exactly, Phil and I first met in person. Meeting him was the second best day of my life, but today tops the cake.
I can't believe that we've made it here. It was 18th of June 2020 when we first met in Antwerp. COVID was going on, Brexit was coming, and there were 300 miles in the English Channel between us. And I never would have dared to dream that things would turn out like this.
Over the time of our friendship, I've had the privilege of being by her side through many life's ups and downs. I've seen her face challenges head on, whether it's tough life decisions, or in the case of video games, as well, carrying Phil in Overwatch.
Phil and I used to live together. It started with him crashing on our couch, and before I knew it, it was just two of us living like a pair of odd balls in a British sitcom.
Michael is one of the best people I know. He's trustworthy, he's dependable, and he's done so much for me in my life. I think everyone could do with someone like him, and I appreciate him more than he realises.
It's hard to believe that we've been together for half a decade already. But time really flies when you get to spend it all with your best friend. Little me must be absolutely ecstatic, jumping and kicking her feet right now. She always dreamt of this day, like celebrating amongst friends and family, being with someone so loving, kind and handsome. To my beautiful bridesmaids, Kimke, Neve, Charlotte, and Catherine, thank you so much for your support.
I'm fortunate to have quite a large family who've been there to help us as well. My parents welcomed Demi with open arms and made her feel like part of the family from day one, and they've been there to support us since. And my brother and sister, Robert and Catherine, they are two of my best friends. I know they'd always be there for me no matter what, and they're two of the best siblings that I could ask for. Demi, you're my best friend. I admire your courage, your empathy, and your confidence. And you know me better than anyone in the world. We started from a distance, but we made it work. You moved your whole life to be here with me, and I can never thank you enough for that. I promise to continue this journey with you, just as we've begun it. To support you, to grow with you, and to face whatever comes at us together. I promise to keep working on myself to be the best version of me, and to do my part in building a wonderful life with you. And I promise to treat you with respect, kindness, and compassion, to protect you, to care for you, and to love you always.
Today, I choose you. And every day hereafter, I will always choose you. In any lifetime, and in any world, in every version of reality, I promise to give you my love. Each and every day, I thank the heavens that we were allowed to cross paths this time around. But most of all, I thank you for existing, because now I know what it is to love.
It is really now my very great pleasure to pronounce you are husband and wife, and you may share a kiss.
If you could all be upstanding for your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Glasbrook.
On behalf of my beautiful wife and myself, thank you all for being here. It's a fantastic day to get married, and it's made even better having you all with us, so thank you very much. Over the last year, we've received a lot of kind messages and interactions from people telling us how excited they are to be here, and it wasn't something I expected, but we're fortunate to have each other, but we're also fortunate to have so many people that care about us and send those messages to us.
Traditionally, a best man speech is supposed to be sufficiently embarrassing for the groom. However, as Phil once threatened legal action against a friend who shaved his head whilst he was asleep, it makes my job a little bit harder. Phil likes to play games, particularly Overwatch. For those who don't know it, Overwatch is a game where strangers shout at each other, while an Egyptian sniper grandma heals people by shooting them in the face, and a talking gorilla with a jetpack fights robots on the moon. And apparently, it's also where people fall in love. Because on Overwatch, Phil met a lovely woman, who is here with us today. Now, I won't go into too much detail, partly because I don't have the details, and partly because I don't have the time. But here's the short version. Phil leaves London, Demi moves to England before the Brexit gate slam shut. They quarantine together in the Lake District, but it's winter, so slightly less romantic than you're probably picturing. And they get 2 wonderful cats, and before long, we all find ourselves celebrating here together.
It was clear from the beginning that they made an excellent team. While most couples take years to figure things out, settle in, Demi and Phil decided to skip ahead and speedrun the whole process. But honestly, if you've seen them together, you know that that was the best decision they could have made. They didn't wait around to see if things would work out, they just knew. And I really think that sums up who they are as a couple. They don't do things the traditional way, they do it their way.
Demi is like a part of me that I didn't know that I was missing. I feel more complete with her, I feel steadier and stronger, and I feel so loved. She is my best friend, my confidant, and since I met Demi, I believe I've become a better, more settled, and maybe even a more likeable person. So thank you, Demi, for being my partner, my other half, the one who took that leap of faith. I'm so, so grateful, and I can't wait to face whatever's ahead of us together.
My favorite memory is from back when we were just friends, actually. We were playing our favorite video game together. And back then, he knew me not by my real name, but by my gaming nickname, Hino. I took a bullet for him within the game. And out of sheer relief and gratitude, he exclaimed, "Oh, Hino, I love you." Even though those words weren't meant romantically at that time, it still made my heart beat faster. And to this day, I still cherish that memory. And finally, I want to raise a toast with all of our friends and family here. Cheers to love.
And here's the point of the story. Because somehow, in the middle of all that, Phil found someone incredible. And the truth is, Demi brings out the best in him. The thoughtful, funny and generous version of Phil that we all love to see. And he is more of when she's around. Demi, thank you for that. To Phil and Demi. Proof that love can be found in chaos and while shouting at a screen. Cheers.
After all, if you can make it through bad weather, tiny tents, and a bit of video games frustrations, you can tackle anything life brings. So here's to Demi and Phil, to a lifetime of love, laughter, and hopefully bigger times in the future. Cheers.